Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Cyclones offense making their way on the field to open this game. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. The punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. He's going to hand this off. A quick juke. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you've got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here he comes now from the end zone. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So the Yellow Jackets offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. It was a foot race and he won it.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's got it. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. First and 10 now for the offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Short pass finds the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds onto the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, because that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack. The Cyclones will bring their punt team onto the field.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looks right for a quick completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made very near midfield, good enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
Well, this is a great catch. He does a nice job of getting his feet down to set up a 4th down and short situation. But, man, I just don't know why he didn't try to fight to get to that marker and pick up a first down.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. First down here for this offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Breaks loose at the 45. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So Georgia Tech has the lead here, Kurt, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This offense cannot be stopped. See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good. They're pulling away 35-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 35, Iowa State 3.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
But the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but a pick will set up the offense at the 35.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And a sophomore making an impact play.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just...
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Now the handoff. He's running behind the right tackle. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Hold it, open.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback dropping back. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped.
Oh, airing this one out toward the sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Point after, not right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they hand it off to the back. They stop him, but it's a first down. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Cyclones come to the line with 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. And they keep it going here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the ball moved back to the 12 for second and goal. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And here's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They look to throw it here on second down. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Patterson now has our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody.
Oh, and he fumbles. The defense has picked up the football going the other way. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Not the fumble recovery. Can the offense punch it in? It's first and goal. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the beatdown continues. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
56, Iowa State, 10.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Looking for the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender or linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
63, Iowa State, 10.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And looking to throw now on first down. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. The Cyclones will have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough. They'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. There's not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. The back's got it. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But it
makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Quarterback operating an empty set. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pitch to the back. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. The catch is made. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And the Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Catch made down inside the 10. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And this one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time, and they bring him down pretty quickly here. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. The game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And the Cyclones will have to kick it away. And he's on for his 5th punt of the day now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
And the PAT is good. So Georgia Tech has the lead here, Kurt. These playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And this time it's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got to
on the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the sixth time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia Tech, 91. Iowa State.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a
touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the route is on. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Works to the left, and it's complete. Then he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on a play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. And the Cyclones have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones. This quarterback on fire today.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. But the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Grab down the middle. It's Daly. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Backed up 2nd and long at the 17. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to get.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking right, this one caught. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Cyclones will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Running it back, it's Francis. But he's got some space here. Still going, it's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house, touchdown. A special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, it was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The Gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you can see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point,
he's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. First down, we're going to throw the football. Caught quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. Defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And now the defense steps in to call time with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. On From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
This football incomplete and a turnover on downs. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.